Hello, Gilberts. Welcome to my gym in my home. And tonight comes with a question. It's almost 2021, a few weeks away. Should I resign and get another sponsor? Start the year fresh. We'll talk about that. And for those of you that do not know me, I've been involved in network marketing for over 41 years now. Started in this business totally broke, sold a junk truck to get started. And that was 28 years ago. Put $200 in my business, been full-time ever since. If you have to work, there's no place like home. I'm loving it. You will love it too. And I'm gonna acknowledge some people that joined. I'm a little later than usual. That's because I've been working out. So I just thought I'd put out this value quick this evening before I call it a night, right? That's the thing with network marketers. We are nocturnal creatures, right? And Mohammed, good to see you. Live from Singapore. Good morning. Good morning. Hope all is well in Singapore. Hey, Colleen. Hey, from, what is that, New Jersey? Is that New Jersey? You got a lot of snow then, right? Oh, was that right? Is that what they did? Arturo, good to see you. John, good to see you. Alinea from Sevierville, Tennessee. Not too far from me. Hey, Jerry, how are you? Oh, the weather here has just been rainy. That's it. Probably get some snow this week. And Diane, she says good morning, so she must be in the Philippines, I'm guessing. Am I right? Oh, Colleen says, yeah, she's got lots of snow. I had George send me a video, New York City. Bernard, good to see you. Benjamin, good to see you. My friend George sent me a video on his street, just buried in snow, but it was so beautiful. I messaged him back, hey Susan. I messaged him back and said, wow, look at that. It's so perfect. I mean, there's no COVID-19. There's no riots going on. Man, you should be dancing in the streets. That's what you should be doing right now. She says, yes, from the Philippines. Okay, I figured that. Hey, honey, good to see you. When they say good morning, it's usually Philippines. But anyway, we've got somebody from Singapore on. But beautiful weather. And today was a historic day. Hey, Susie, good to see you. Today was a historic day because for a long time, the critics of Bitcoin have been saying, it'll never reach 20,000. It'll go the other way. Well, when I woke up this morning, hey, Eden, when I woke up this morning, I looked at my app on my phone and, Bitcoin was 20,500. Later today, it was 20,700. I got a pay raise, okay, while I was sleeping. Remember, that's what I've been telling some of you, is that sometimes you want to increase your network marketing income. There's ways to do it other than just continuing to sponsor people and then just try to motivate your people to do more, right? So many people are stuck at their income levels despite all their best efforts I'm like, I talked to one networker the other day, and she's got cash in the bank. I said, why in the world you got it there? Put it in Bitcoin and, watch it grow. So amazing. And when I looked at those numbers today, I was like, wow, that's incredible. Just incredible. So there's no question about it. It's not going away. Decentralized currency is not going away. And as long as we got stupid politicians, and we have stupid politicians right now, they're going to continue to devalue the dollar, which is going to drive crypto up. That's what's going to happen. Bitcoin's going to go up. Ethereum's going to go up. But that's not what this call is about, okay? I just said it was a historic day, okay? That's it. It's very significant, and I think it's very important for all professional networkers because, most of their money is coming from their network marketing company. I think that's a mistake. I think you should diversify. You should, what you need to do is get more in the mindset of wealth building. And then as that grows, then you can, grow, you can put it into vacation rental properties. You can put it into, the stock market, things like that. So it's just things that you can do where you have multiple streams. And most will never do that. They'll just shout at their downline, do more so I can make more. I want my check to go up. I know nobody on this call would do that, right? Right. Okay, so Eden says, I would like to dive into Bitcoin, but isn't it super expensive to start up? And that's what most people think, okay? And that's the reason why most don't do it. But the fact is, yeah, if you look at it, today, it's like, oh my gosh, $20,500 a coin, I can't afford that. No, that's, here's the thing. You can buy a little bit at a time. If it's $200, it's $200. Just go to look for Coinbase.com. That's an exchange right there where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. So, I just got an account with them. So you can get an account with them, Eden, and all you have to do is just put a little bit in as you're comfortable. And for sure, that's all it did for me was grow. Keep in mind, I don't know anything about it. So it was, a little over 4 months ago, I did that very thing because, you got Ray Dalio, a billionaire, has the largest hedge fund company out there. He said he's a multi-billionaire. He says cash is trash. Don't sit on cash. And then you got Tony Robbins saying, hey, winter's coming, not the season. He's talking about adversity. Opportunities are going to be here. He said, stay liquid so that you have cash to work with. I'm like, who do you listen to? I mean, oh my gosh. And yet Tony has Ray Dalio speak at his event. So, but the thing is, I thought, okay, fine. I don't know what to do. I'm not an expert. I'm just a network marketer, right? So I just put it in Bitcoin, and then I forgot about it. And then when I went back and looked at it, I was like, a few months later, I'm like, what? That won't happen at a bank. And then 4 months later, your money doubles, right? Okay, so incredible things are going. Matter of fact, Robert Kiyosaki said he expects it to go to 50,000 a coin by the end of 2021, but I've heard other experts say it's going to be much more than that. So that's the thing. We look at those large numbers, 20,500, say, well, I can never afford that. No, you can afford $200, you can afford $500, there you go. And then every month when you get paid, put a little bit away, put a little bit into it. I mean, anyway, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you that's what I do. But that's not the only place I do it. I'm just saying that's just one of the places. And, I just think I encourage leaders, more and more to diversify. Why have all your income coming from your network marketing company? Big mistake. Don't do that. Invest. Have multiple streams of income. Okay, so 2021 is almost here. Is it time to saddle a new horse, as we'd say? As we would say in the South, right? That is, find a new sponsor, resign and find a new sponsor. Well, why would anybody want to do that? Well, the reality is most people that are sponsored into this business don't have a good sponsor. They don't have a good sponsor. On the other hand, some have a good sponsor, but they don't know what the role of a sponsor is, so therefore they think that person is a bad sponsor. Yeah, right. So I just want to talk about those two things. And before you resign, think about some things. I've seen people do this. I've seen people do crazy things when, just walk away from a perfectly productive business, So let's talk about first scenarios. Let's deal with the sponsor. You don't have such a good sponsor, right? Here's the thing. If your sponsor isn't treating you right, if he's trashing you, if your sponsor is rude, if he's, you got a choice there. If you don't have a very big team at that point, yeah, I would saddle a new horse. I would, you might, I know a lady that did that, was a top pin in another company, major company, top pin in that company. And that's because she did things differently, her upline absolutely trashed her. And so to the point that she took it long enough and she said, you know what? Okay, I can't change lines. I can't change sponsors. Therefore, I'll have to change companies. Yeah, that's right. And that's what she did. So there's a lot of people that do that. And, and when those people leave and go to those other people that are going to take care of them, they got a big smile on their face. They're thanking those other people for being stupid. Yeah, just drove those people away. It does happen. And so sometimes it's totally justifiable. But what if that's not the situation? You just don't get a lot of support. Well, have empathetic forgiveness for that person. Try that. Empathetic forgiveness. That is, keep in mind that person probably wasn't sponsored correctly. So they simply don't know what the role of a sponsor is. Or what a sponsor should do for you. They just don't know. So it's really not their fault. The good thing is they brought the opportunity to you, right? They brought it to you. So we need to try to find gratitude despite the fact that you may not have a perfect situation on a sponsor. But let's look at it this way. How much or what are you lacking that you feel that you must have from a sponsor? Because if you know your product, if you know the basics of your compensation plan, if you're supported with team calls on Zoom, whatever, maybe even in Facebook groups by your upline, do you really need to have your sponsor do anything more for you? It's been almost a year since I've heard from my sponsor. Don't hear from him. Don't hear from him. Okay? I'm not mad at him about that. He brought something to me 22 years ago. I'm grateful. I'm grateful every day for that. So the thing about it is, look for those things that you can be grateful about. And if you have someone, again, that's not destructive, they're not negative on you, they simply, they just don't know how to do this very well. They don't know how to support. Then have empathetic forgiveness. You might want to teach them. But here's the thing that I want you to do, okay? And that is, be the sponsor for your downline like the sponsor you wish you had. Be that kind of sponsor. Be the sponsor for your downline that your sponsor is not being for you. Be that person. Don't duplicate what he or she is doing. Give everything you feel like is lacking. Make sure you're pouring that onto your team. If it's love, if it's appreciation, whatever it is, pour it on your team. Make your team feel very special. Keep in mind, they're a volunteer army. A volunteer army. I remember back in the 1980s when I went to my first big network marketing event. I was a business owner, I had employees and all that. Anyway, so at this event, there were thousands of people. And, top earners on the stage. And I looked at the guy that brought me. I said, okay, let me get this straight. Okay, so most of these people in this place are under him. And he said, that's right. And he doesn't have to pay them to go to work. They just make him money. He said, that's right. I said, well, I'm in. I'm in this. That was exactly what I said. Because I was hiring, firing people all the time, having to pay people to go to work. How in the world do you get people to go to work to make you money and you don't have to pay them? That concept blew me away. I think that concept should always blow us away every day. Anytime we get income from people in our network, that's we call our downlines, okay? We should be blown away. I'm still blown away after 22 years, okay? You know, last company I joined 22 years ago, still blown away that I still get income. And I have deep gratitude for those people. I stay connected with those people. Yeah, I stay connected with them. So the thing is, that's the attitude we need to have. And here's the thing I want you to remember, okay? You get paid, keep this in mind. If you're not satisfied with your sponsor so much, keep in mind, you get paid on what's below you, not above you. What's below you, not above you. That's where the focus needs to go. I can remember, you know, one lady that there was something in the upline that somebody did that she just couldn't get over. She couldn't get over it. I told her, forget it. Just forget it. I don't know. She just couldn't get over it. So finally she decided to sell her position. And I strongly discouraged that. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. She sold her position. Guess what? The person who got that position today makes over $30,000 a month. Not bad. Not bad. Big mistake. When we focus on what we don't like, what we don't want, and we allow that negative energy just to overpower our thinking, we're just hurting ourselves. That's the thing we got to keep in mind. So let me ask you this. What are you looking for in a sponsor? I mean, a sponsor is supposed to do what? Teach us the basics, help us to make sure that we understand what the product's all about, how we do the business, maybe understand the compensation plan, give us some support on some of the calls, maybe some of the people that we have, prospects that we have, maybe add us to a Facebook group, things like that. Those are the basic things. But other than that, should we really expect anything more? I say no, doesn't really matter. I mean, sure, it'd be nice. It would be nice to have that person. I mean, it'd be nice if I heard from my sponsor now and then. I'd enjoy that, but I don't. But you know what? I don't focus on that. I don't focus on that, and that's okay. Because again, I appreciate the fact that he brought me something 22 years ago. But I'm saying to you that when you look for that, I mean, some are expecting their sponsor to call them all the time, you know. I remember one time Ray Higdon talked about that when he was in a company. He said a lady came up to him and said, I want you to be my sponsor. I resigned and I want you to be my sponsor. And he said, well, what did you not like about your sponsor? He didn't call me. And he says, well, if you expect me to call you all the time, I'm not going to do it either. That's Ray. To the point. But well said. You know what? Here's the way it works, okay? You will know your leaders. How? How will you know your leaders? Who are your leaders? Your leaders are going to be calling you, because it's not the reverse. Your upline's not going to be calling you, telling you how great his team is doing, how his other legs are doing, how much money he's doing, what kind, you know. How's that helping that person, right? No. The downline's going to be calling, or you're going to be calling your sponsor. You're going to be saying, hey, I want to let you know, man, I'm so excited. I just sponsored somebody today, totally awesome. We got on the phone with some people. Some of them joined. We're so excited. That's how it works. You're going to know your leaders, because when your leaders are productive, they just want to share it with you. They're going to be calling you. But if we're expecting, and we're just expecting our sponsor to call us, and we think about that all the time, no, we got it backwards. So that's the thing. Here's what I think is most important is that, I mean, some people just feel like they're neglected. They just feel like they're neglected. But I want you to understand that your sponsor has other people that they have to work with too as well. I want to encourage you, though, to try to find good in your sponsor if you can, okay? And let them know that. Talk about, the gratitude, how you're so happy that they brought this to you. Anything that they did for you, just don't forget it. Share that with your team too. But here's what you don't do. Don't go to your team with any negative feelings that you have about your sponsor. Negative energy will paralyze a team. It only hurts you. It only hurts you. So never share it. Never share it. Best thing to do is, again, look for the good in things. Look, even despite how you feel, that you wish you had a better sponsor, again, remember, if it is to be, it's what? It's up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. I didn't join my business for my sponsor. I got in this because I wanted to make a difference in my life, my family's life. I didn't do it for him. Now, I'm glad he benefited from it. I'm very happy about that. But I did it for me. Those are the things that you need to remember. Again, you get paid on what's below you, not what's above you. And that's where you need to focus. So the thing about it is, and then here's the other thing too. If you're thinking about resigning and getting a new sponsor and you have a team, again, if you don't have much of a team and he's trashing you, move on, okay? If he's not, and you have a team, resigning, most network marketing companies require that you be out for a period of 6 months to a year. Can you really be out for 6 months to a year? Do you really want to miss most of 2021 and start over again in 2022? That's what you want to do? You want to put your life on hold. Can you afford to do that? Is it really a good business decision? I think not. I think as long as they're not damaging you and you got good company support, you got a very good product, very good pay plan, you're being treated good, why would you quit? Why would you resign? So that's the thing. So when we got this coming up now, this new year, here's what we need to do. Run hard. Take some time for your family during the holidays, that's fine, but the rest of this year, run hard. Go into January with speed. And that's the reason why you end December with speed. Then you go into January with speed. And you start the new year off perfectly. There will be, without question, a lot of people looking for a new sponsor, maybe a new company. It happens every January. So the thing is, be ready and be open and be looking and be prospecting. Keep in mind, this is the month I joined my last company, was in December, and I started my business fresh in January. So there's a lot of people like me out there. You got to find them. They're out there. So keep the faith, keep strong. I appreciate you getting on. Yes, that's right, Eden. Success loves speed. That's right. So I appreciate you jumping on this call from my gym, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Friday is Q&A. Tomorrow I'll put out some value. Thanks for being with me tonight. Good night.